a long walk to Fremont. So as our children are, growing up, sometimes they don't want to go to church. Sometimes they do want to go to church. But in our family, if you're a member of our family, each Sunday we go to church, whether you want to or not. It's just the way it is. You're going to go to church. That's what we do in our family. That's the program that you were born into. If you like it, great. If you don't, that's up to you. You can decide when you're away from our home and we're not feeding you and housing you anymore. You can go ahead and do whatever you want to do. But we know that the gospel's true, and we know that sometimes kids don't want to do what they're supposed to do. So one day Brandon woke up, and he has to drive about 15 miles to his high school, and we sent him to Fremont versus going to Weber. It was really a great decision, but one day he's kind of like, he wanted to test the waters, and he says, "Dad, I don't think I'm going to church today." And I'm thinking, oh, you're 16 and you decide you don't want to go to church today. I says, it's up to you. Decide what you want to do, but it's going to be a hell of a long walk to Fremont because you're not driving the truck to Fremont if you don't go to church. Oh, so he got up, went to church. Last I ever heard of that. They all seem to go all the time pretty well. There was not the 12-year option of, yeah, you can go to church if you want to. In our home, we worship Christ, we worship our Heavenly Father, and in our home, they're responsible to be at church, be active in the church, up and through until they get married at the age of 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever. As long as they're under our home, they abide by our rules. If they want to live on their own, which some of them did, they decided to move out. Go do what you got to do. But as far as living here, you will do what we ask you to do, and you will participate in our home with the rules that we have, and that's just the way it is. But if you want to go out and live someplace else, it's up to you. And the reason why I did that, I learned this from my dad. My dad said, the oldest needs to set the example, and he sets the example for the younger. When you make sure that the oldest does what he's supposed to do or she's supposed to do, the other younger ones will hopefully follow. Now, that may or may not work, but in our particular situation, it worked pretty good. And even though I sound a little bit harsh and straightforward here, I was a tough father. It's the way it goes. But I was also a good father, and also a flexible father in many, many ways. But there are some areas where it was just like, nope, you're going to do this. And I didn't try to be a jerk about it or fanatical about it, but hey, we go to church on Sunday, we tell the truth, we do what we're supposed to do. Am I perfect? Do I always tell the truth? Do I always do everything I'm supposed to do? No. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, that's what we do in our family, and it worked out pretty good.